Hey there guys, I'm Danks564 and this is continuation of our Let's Play of Legends of Eisenwald, and I sold everything and now I have more or less infinite money, 21,150. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So have this enchanted arrows that I saved up for maybe someone, for an archer or something. So let's go on a shopping spree, shall we? Hire you for sure. This is Esquire, so we can use horses. That's pretty good. I'll wait for that for a second. What do we have here? Nothing interesting. What do we have here? Just a noble, but this are mercenaries. There's this nice rogue archer. They do quite a bit of damage. There's an alchemist again. There's a merchant's tent in there. Oh, I believe this is the place. Yep, where we got have a couple of people. How about I wait for that? There's an archbishop tent. Oh, there's a fish tent or whatever. Well, unsurprisingly, archbishop's tent is empty. Retainer's tent? What do we have here? Good day, lady warrior. Who are you? My name is a little bit von Lehenstein, and who are you, lady? You don't seem to fit in here. Call me Athena. I'm one of those whose ancestor lawfully ruled East Northwold. My castle is still standing in the gloomy forest, even though only walls remain. But I spent my life there and learned a lot and so much. I know this place is better than any hunter. Even the most skilled hunters often disappear in the forest of Rothwald, but I don't. I know where they disappear and who hunts the hunters. Oh, I know a lot, and that's why I'm here. I'm of great use to the troops. Chancellor must have promised you rich rewards for your aid. No, and why should he? I have enough gold, and if I need more, I know where to find it. No, my payment has nothing to do with gold. And with what? No, you shouldn't ask me, dear Elizabeth, but if you have no other questions, better we part ways. In our local area? First of all, be careful around the snakes that live in the local swamps. Their bites are almost unnoticeable, but even one bite is enough for the heart of the man to harden so much that he might never feel love again. Secondly, don't eat any blackberries. They grow in abundance in the forest. For the man who tries, even one will forever be a coward. He will start to be scared of everything in the world until his death. Every fleeting shadow and snap twig will cause him to tremble and fall into great fear. Most importantly, if you run out of water, you might think of getting water from the lake or swamp. But beware and drink it with great care. Never drink it when the moon is reflected by it. Thank you, Lady Athena. I will take advice. And don't be afraid of the kite. He is not dangerous for you. Not dangerous yet. Okay. Fishtons. You guys. Oh. They have this duelist, which I think is a level 3 unit. I'll hire him. Don't I want to hire an archer? Maybe? Yeah, let's hire an archer for now. If anything, we'll just put the archer or somebody into the garrison, right? And the garrison will just... and he'll just be leveling up. And I'll take you. Actually, everybody, just stay a while and listen. I will I'll go ahead and go hire everything, basically. I can. From these things. And I will just put them in the military camp. So they would level up. How are you? Do we have anybody here? Sure, how are both of them? And how are you? Hopefully nobody will take this tent away from me. That'd be bad. There's a church over there. Okay. You go there. You go there. You come back. You come back. And you come back. They're all level 0, right? I mean experience 0. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and explore a bit. We have a day, right? All or nothing. Okay, enroll in troops. Discuss. Oh, right, we need to talk with Daniel. Well, Daniel. Hey, servant, bring us beer and good food. And hurry up. Here, your grace, East Northwold style veal. And with hot topping, pumpkin and cucumber stew. You again. I see you are not the one to lag behind, Greta. Chicken soup, cabbage with spices, hot pancakes with butter, 6 pints of beer. Will you be able to eat it all at once, your grace? All? Not really, I think. I'll bust about the time the cabbage arrives. Well, the reason I list it all is because some people like to say all or nothing, but sometimes all is much worse than nothing. Maybe a few weeks ago I would have been surprised at your knowledge. Who are you, really? Hey, servant, how long should I wait? I'm already coming, sir. Is it true that here in Northwold there is a witch that can return eyesight to the blind? There was once a very long time ago. Even the old Walden here was only a young one. But people treated her badly. It is often the case, and so witches these days have ceased to live among the people. But it was probably because she did evil deeds as well. Placed a hex on someone, or bewitched someone else's husband, or even killed a child in the belly of its mother. No, it was for none of those things. For what then? I will have to tell you the story from the start. Once upon a time, a young hunter went deep into the forest and could not find his way back. The path wound on, and the skies darkened. When he thought he would never find his way out, he saw a maiden among the trees. She beckoned to him, and he, being so taken with her very presence, followed her. She led him out of the forest. The young man returned home, but thought of the maiden from the forest didn't bring him peace. The next morning he went to the depths of the forest again, and there she was, beautiful as ever. He greeted her and spoke, even though she hardly responded. But she smiled and listened. Soon he started coming to the forest every day just to meet her, just to see her smile and hear a few words from her. The maiden was the daughter of the forest king. Oh, that's probably the one. No, not the one that we freed with the silver, whatever. Silver. What do we call it? Anyways, that silver thing that for the hair. She went to her father and said, "Oh, father, I love this man. Allow me to go on to his people. The human life is short, and the bitterness of loss is great. You will die among them, and yet I won't hold you. Go if you fear not." Forest King's daughter married the young hunter. She moved into his house and kept his household and made potions and cured diseases. Soon they had 2 children, a boy and a girl. But there were those who were jealous of her happiness, and with reason. Her garden yielded the best crops, and her husband always brought a lot of game from the hunt. But the main thing was that she never aged. Her children grew up and her husband got old, but she remained a young maiden. Neighbors suspected that she was a witch, so they took her and burned her in the main town square. Her children stood among the crowd and watched her turn to ash. So that's how they are, these people, said the sister. A little happiness they have, it hurts them so much to see happiness in others. I will always be needed by people as long as I can ease their pain. And with those words, she turned into a wise one. So in the end, that is what humanity is. Like to hate, to bring grief. I will only be satisfied when I will feed on their hate and drink from their grief. And with those words, he turned into a black kite. Okay. What a tale. I thought the first story was unbelievable, but the second was plausible, to say the least. I see a kite before battle, circling and circling, looking for something to eat, I imagine. Ravens and kites are nasty birds, black and evil. They are vultures that only feed on grief. What do I have here? I was hoping maybe like the healer would be here or something. What kind of rumors do we have? Legend of East Rothwood Abbey? Good people, let me tell you of how the Abbey appeared. Once there was a monster that brought great fear upon the people. Tall and fearsome, had a bow-shaped back and huge limbs and thick crooked arms. People said that the monster guarded precious treasure, but there were few who wanted to take the risk. Once a young man decided to get the treasure no matter what happened, and planned to trap the monster to get it. He made a lot of traps and placed them in the forest. Day after day he went to see his traps until one day he inevitably got caught in one of them. He started to yell for help, but no one could hear him. And then he was horrified to see that it was the monster that was coming towards him. The great beast used his strength and snapped the trap. The beast brought the young man to his miserable home, where the beast treated his wounds with leaves and berries, and soon the wounds cured. The young man thanked the monster, and it turned out that it understood a little and could speak a few words. Soon the young man understood that the monster was just a man, though disfigured and malformed, and therefore incapable of living among other men. But when he returned to the village and told his tale, the villagers didn't believe him. Rumors soon spread about the lad. Go back to your monster, they would tell him. Indeed, he began spending a good deal of time with the forest man. Years passed, and the man grew old and died. The lad, now a man, buried his friend close to his forest dwelling, where he had been taken to have his wounds tended to. Then when he was digging the grave, his shovel hit the lid on the wooden chest. The chest brimmed with precious stones, and with that treasure the man built a monastery, in order that people living in the woods could retain their humanity. Okay, Chapel of Death. The other day one more fool, not one of them whippersnappers from around here, lost his life. What, he went to the chapel? Yes, indeed. 3 days ago he set out seeking treasure. We warned him. No one ever comes back. We said he didn't listen, though. And went to the place on the side of the lake. That was 3 days, and he hadn't come back yet. I didn't think he ever will. Place on the side of the... Okay. No wonder people say that the chapel doesn't have a floor, and instead it is an abyss to hell itself. What abyss? The entire wooden floor is rotten from water. The chapel has fallen into the lake, and no one has repaired the foundation for years. I have no clue why it's still standing. It's just a watery pit. Anyone trying to set foot there will only get sucked in. But that's nothing to do with an abyss. Carl from the Ram. Friends, did you hear about Carl from the Ram, old player? They say he joined the Landgrave's army. A lot of scum joined his troops. What is this player famous for? He's such a reckless person, he plays dice for life or death. What do you mean? A battle of chance. You and your enemy throw dice, and whoever gets the lower roll has lost and must surrender without a fight. Once Carl lost to Sebastian Odd-Eye. Carl threw the sword to the ground and said that he would allow Sebastian to kill him if he wanted. Sebastian was so impressed with Carl's courage that he let him live. Since then, Carl has sought an opponent who will play for life or death. But there are not many takers. Carl is very lucky. After he won 3 duels with dice, no one wants to attempt the fate. Okay. Now, Daniel, let's talk. Even though people from West Rothwald have camped here, a Landgrave is not around. He is still in his lands. Then we have to lure him out. We need bait, the apple. I have my own worries to contend with. I swear I will have revenge against both of them. The first thing that comes to mind is to defeat a few Rothwald armies and let a few of them return screaming about the apple. That we've shown, the apple that we've shown them. Sooner or later, these stories will reach the Landgrave, and then he will make his move. Good, I will be able to do that. But Enderlin is not my only enemy. Interesting. If you don't mind me asking, who is the other? An influential person at Duke's court. I can't kill him, but I can try to restore justice. And Ludwig, the lawful heir of the throne, will help me with that. But where to find him? I have no idea. Maybe he fled the lands of the duchy, but he couldn't have disappeared without a trace. There must be a way to find him, to find out where he is. Can I maybe, like... Are there new rumors about Agent of this Rothwald Abbey? Far from the Ram? Nope. Okay, so we need to defeat a couple of armies, right? Defeat Enderlin troops. Missing heir of the throne. Find out where Ludwig is. Okay, well then. I think we might check out this church here. How's the map going? All or nothing. Let's go and see what we can see in the church. And like there, and there. You can hire a couple of monks. Like in... Oh, what the hell is this guy doing here? I've probably taken someone else instead of... yeah. I'll just put him here for now, and I'll hire the abbot instead, and hopefully I'll be able to find maybe a mercenary healer woman. That'd be pretty good. Oh, come on. Is this a smithy? Yes. Right, we need to buy stuff for our people. You. Blue spear. Sure, buy. And buy. You. What can you... okay. Buy that and that. Okay. 5-2. 4-2. Okay, let's buy that. You. 1 initiative, 2 melee. Buy. Buy. Two, 1. This one is 3. I think I'll stick with 2-1, maybe for now. And melee defense here. Right, this thing. 2 willpower power source. Have the icon. Okay. Let's go and see what we can see in that merchant stand, shall we? Anything for you? Ooh, that's a nice light armor. Maybe I should give it to him. What can you use now? Because he deals a lot of damage, but he's not very armored. 5-2. Yeah. We'll definitely want some holy water. And I think I'll give it to you. Because you do 2 attacks. I think that counts. Spiritual power. Sure. Lance. Okay. Let's buy a healing potion for sure. Light Pavis. Oh, I mean, it's better than nothing. Melee attack. How about I give this potion to this guy as well? +5 initiative, +10 health. We need to find him a horse. At the very least. Okay, let's go. Can hire troops here, but yeah, it's basically all the same. Smithy. What do we have here? Some peasants. What is over there? Just a watchtower? Okay. Well, in that case... Ooh, there's that ruined castle, probably of that woman, right? Ghosts. Okay. Let's go that way. Who's that? Forest spirits. I mean, we probably can take them. They don't do much damage. But the only person who can do damage to them is, like, consistently is her. This guy can drink a potion, but... that's about it. And there's like a way here through the forest, right? We can probably go around here. How about we go to the lake? Can we go around the lake here? Let's see what we can see. Dead peasants. Greta again. This time she wore in a collaboration with Chancellor, but who is she? Thinner Rothland. She knows the forest secrets. Carl, Chapel at the Lake. Okay. What are those? Werewolves. Some peasants. Where is the chapel at the lake? They probably mean this lake, right? Not this one. Some spirits. What is this place? Ooh. That's the sleep. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. All, and they are all knights, right? I think they're all right with him. Yeah, we're gonna need to have a lot more people. Dead Knight, yeah, it's definitely not something we'll be able to take on. Oh, that's the village or chapel that we looking for. Can we get to there somehow? Somehow I'm not in the mood to drown. I guess we need something to actually get there. Who are you? I think you're my first target. Though it will probably be... Oh, there's some sort of an altar here. Is it like, does he have the first strike? Halbert ignores 70% of enemy's melee defense, and the target's is mounted the unit, the strike decreases his balance. Okay. So it's basically super axe, which is reasonable. Oh, come on. You need to protect this dude. He needs to survive. Okay, finish him off. Cool. Poisoned arrows, nice. Oh, and Elizabeth leveled up. Cool. Amulet. Okay. All in all, went well. You? Do want to continue? I would love to get there, but I don't think I'll ever get there. Let's just go with that. I'll care to receive +1 initiative and 1 melee damage after enemy is killed. And we'll try to get to the leader, but it's very unlikely. How about save? I just want to see what's in the altar. So, a day has passed since my conversation with Stretch. Was this enough time to make a decision? I don't know, but I can visit him and listen to his offer. This doesn't bind me to any kind of decision. Okay. Oh, apparently there's nobody here. But there is somebody there. Okay, let's go back to Stretch, or what's his name? There's something there. Castle ruins. We can get through here. I'll probably visit it after I'm done with Stretch. Okay. I can hire a crossbowman here. Oh, and we can treat wounded people here too. Cool. You. First I want to know in detail what exactly you are offering. Good. surely I know that the Duke is in order to stop the unending feud with Enderlin, arranged a marriage between Enderlin and his daughter, Sidonia. I have connections in the Hoftag and also in the entire Duchy Chancellery, and I can easily get the Emperor's permission to inherit the title via her bloodline. So, if the Duke has no remaining heirs and the Landgrave has a child by Sidonia, he will be the lawful heir of the duchy. But until this child comes of age, the oldest man of its kin, in other words Enderlin, will become the regent of the duchy. If the Landgraves and Ludwig die, then Sidonia will become a widow, but she will be the only one carrying the Duke's bloodline, and in reality, a ruler of the duchy. You and Sidonia are about the same age, same hair color, and you look similar. And with a little help from her barber and different costume, you two will become indistinguishable. The rest, you can think to yourself. There is no need to kill Sidonia, it's enough to hide her. But whatever you choose, you can do it without my help. Sounds tempting, but isn't that too simple? You're right, Elizabeth. This is just the half of the deal. The second half you have to do yourself. Ruling has two pillars of support: noblemen and common folk. But noblemen will be against you. No one, not even your past benefactors, will tolerate you on the throne if you don't agree to be their puppet. There will be a new war, and without allies you won't be living a life. One thing is left: to get the love of the people. The person who is worshipped by simple folk is feared by the nobility, because they are not afraid of anything so much than of simple folk. The church ingratiates with the parish, Fichtons with merchants, Wolf with the little knights. Become the idol of the people, and all of them will ingrate themselves with you. But how do I do that? I know a way. The executioner is my turn, called the Iron Millstone. Defeat him and you will be loved as much as he is hated. The people will call you a hero. Once I saw him in battle, and to be honest, I don't know how to defeat him. Maybe only by climbing the Crying Mountain. The Crowned Mountain, as I prefer to call it. I don't know how to get there, but I can tell you who does. Matriar Milvis, the same sorcerer who gave Zmitra his power. The same with whose hands you killed my family. Yes, but with his hands I can lift you to the throne. The dead ones won't come alive with his death. Isn't it foolish for the living to refuse power? Anyhow, it's your decision. If you want to meet the sorcerer, go to the old tower on the hill, where vultures nest. Call him and ask anything you want. I'll be on your way. Okay. So there is a tower. Yeah, well, let's go. I wonder if it has been updated here. Well, sort of, this guy appeared, but otherwise, not really. I'm not entirely sure, like, I want him... I really want a healer. This guy is not that useful, really. I mean, he's somewhat useful. Like, the only useful thing here is this one. Right? More or less. To reduce enemy's armor. Otherwise, it's pretty meh. Any new rumors? Athena Frothwell. Oh! Hey, do you know who she is? The strange lady that often shows up here in the Duke's camp? She doesn't seem to be the usual horse that we see around here. Nobody knows, but they say many things about her. No one knows her real name, but she tells people to call her Athena. A pagan goddess once had a similar name, and the name of great wisdom. Were her mother and father pagans? No, on the contrary. Too educated, it seems. Maybe nobility. But who can say now? When hell broke loose here and things fell to desolation, people both simple and noble started to flee. But not all, and her family was among them. Before the Landgrave came, Athena lived in the castle with her old maidservant. Though it was more ruined than a castle. Imagine living in a place your whole life and others even fear to behold. That's why Chancellor invited her to our camp. She could prove quite useful. But you know, I'm worried that it might be more bad than good. She knows not only Rothwald Forest as well, she also knows much of other things that many people simply ignore. Okay. Did it, Thin of Hotland? Okay. Anything new to buy here? Oh, palace with support. Yes, I want one. Let's go with that. I need a horse. That's what I need. Well, let's go and talk to the sorcerer, but I think we'll talk to the sorcerer in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it, and goodbye.